It's time to start running!
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl. Here we are for another stream of Dune Awakening. It's Wednesday, one of our scheduled streams. It's 6:10 in the evening, and we're ready to go out and start cracking on. First thing we need to do, however, is we need some iron. Not only just for repairs, but also for other stuff too. So the first thing I want to do is go out and I want to go find some iron and get that cooking. Plan for today is I want to really progress through the trials of Apple. The main reason for that is I was actually playing on my offline account and I managed to locate a few of them that I haven't done yet, so I want to get those done so that we can move things forward there. After that, I'm thinking of building an outpost base up in around the eastern shield wall area for the purpose of harvesting those higher end resources like aluminum and all that sort of stuff. So that also a plan. An excellent session would leave me with an ornithopter at the end. I think a realistic session is we get the Trials of Ackle done, we get the outpost set up in the new area, and next stage will be to I don't need to get in the shade because we're going to cook, with the next stage being getting enough materials to build said ornithopter. There's still a few materials where I don't know where to get, like this diamondine dust. I might end up having to buy it from a vendor or something because I haven't seen it. It's not marked on the map either. Right, so there's a couple down here. Really want to get those gear upgrades done, weapon upgrades done as well, because all of that helps me get stuff faster, but there's no doubt the ornithopter will be a game changer. Make sure my gear is repaired, and I will need iron for that. Let's get into the shade here. Excellent. Right, we can get this cooking. Right, so repairs. When I repair the blood extractor, I can't. The Power Pack Mark III, I can. Blood sack doesn't need it. Suspension belt, we are going to repair. Everything else, that blood sack, I mean, it's probably got one more use on it, right? Everything else is looking fine. So, if we're going to do an expedition, we need leaked johns. Now, This could be quite a long expedition, but we are going areas where there's contract. Now, that's a testing station, so I'm not going to do that one yet. That's Devil's Eye Cavern. There could be some combat here. That's not a testing station, is it? Can't see. Don't know. But I'm thinking there could, that's a testing station as well. Okay. But there could be some combat. So while I would normally think about going in a still suit for something like this, I think I'm going to go fully kitted out. But we're going to take the extra Litachon. And then in terms of medkits, we are going to take the Mark IIs. Yeah. Do I have another Litachon? Question. I thought I did have 2 Litachons. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So we're going to need to fill that up. So... pretty hefty. Okay, everything else looking good. I just need to get my blood extractor repaired. We should have enough iron for that now. Yes, we do. Good. Iron's doing its thing. Water is still a problem. Right, we do have our Mark III bike. It does have a booster. So, our first location is going to be, it's somewhere around here. Maybe, yeah, somewhere around this area. So that's where we're going to put our marker anyway. See, the reason I know this is because I was playing on an offline character. Right, there's Dave the Worm. He's heading off in the other direction, which is good. We're through there. I mean, water's always going to be my biggest concern. Not wearing a still suit in this type of area on an extended operation, but I feel like I do need the protection, so it is what it is. We also have to make sure we don't fall down a cliff. Okay, that's a bridge, so not that way. So we do need to go over here. Yeah, I found this earlier actually by being in the chasm, and it just popped up on the map. So took a while to find it because I thought it was down in the chasm below, but it's not. It's actually on top, and this light actually gives it away. There we go. And here we go. Oh, chest. There we go. Sweet. And here we go. This is the 5th trial of Ackle.
Who is the Creator? Ibn Qirtaiba. May his passing cleanse the world. Do you understand, Wally?
No, where's Wally? How many more times for that joke? How many?
Our God gave us the gift of thought, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Their works have been overturned. Bila kaifa. Shai Halud cleanses Arrakis, creates the air we breathe, the soft sand where we pitch our tents, and smites our enemies.
Through the quicksand.
We grew soft on Poritrin, an easy planet, and God brought the weight of kindliness to prepare us for the typhoon that comes.
That's cool. You all know how much I love hobbies, right? Nice.
The world is a carcass. Who can turn away the angel of death? Our footsteps are as the drums of the slavers, calling Shai Halud upon our enemies.
Men must learn to live with their gods. Who can deny a Fremen the right to walk or ride where he wills? Only Shai Hulud, the Maker. Did not God himself, and
Nice.
who is the Creator, the Maker? May his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin. Bila Kaifa.
Okay.
Ibn Kirtaiba. Who is the Creator?
The Maker.
The Maker. May his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin. Bila Kaifa.
Okay. Cool. Okay, let's go, let's go. Okay, right. Next location we're going to is this one. So let's see if we can find a path. Actually, there's... I mean, up or down really doesn't make much of a difference, to be honest. As long as we don't fall into the chasm. Okay. Hopefully we can go around this. Or maybe not. This might be the bit. If that's a camp, I'll take it out and see if there's... Come on. Alright, what have we got? I'll take it, I can always drop it. And I will take some of this because it's here. Okay, that's just ammo. Okay, that's everything. I was hoping there would be an exit the other side, but there's not. Okay. If there was diamondine dust, I'd look to take it out, but maybe this one if there's just a couple of dudes. Pick up the blood at least. Okay. Ooh. For some reason that didn't connect. Sometimes the sugar wire thing seems to like connect and then disconnect. It's kind of weird. Okay. Find Devil's Eye Cabin. Which contract is that? No. Search Devil's Icon. There we go. I hate it when it locks you in like, oh my god. So we've been there, we've been here. Well, that's how we came in. Ah, where is the entrance? Aha.
The Sardaukar destruction extends even to these small shrines. I cannot decipher their purpose, but the altar seems to have contained a quantity of spice. And the murals. Such beauty to be destroyed by the cut of a lasgun or blade. All I could decipher from here is another step on the journey of the Zensuni wanderers. Thurgrod. Perhaps there's some link between the Zensuni and the Fremen.
Okay. Where was... I marked it down. It's around here somewhere. Seventh Trial of Akil. And the next is find a way into the wreck of the palace. Okay. How do we get out of here? There we go. Let's take a couple of bits of water. Glad I bought the Lita Johns we did. Really? There's just so much shit everywhere. It's like, oh, God. Should be pretty close. What's this? The Weeping Chasm. Okay. Nice. Ammo. Ooh, got some bad guys in here. We'll take the blood and the loot.
Who's that?
Ah, there we go. They definitely went all out on making it maze-like. Holy shit, turned around.
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wali?
Okay.
Our god gave us the Hulasikali Wali, the wind that eats flesh. And the words of the Kitab al-Ibar carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizik. Bila kaifa.
Okay.
We were exiled from Nilotic Al-Urobra for our unwillingness to fight. For our willingness to forgive. For our willingness to forget.
Okay.
And the judges said, mine enemies are like green blades eaten by that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did?
Whoa,
The
that's
weight of a kindly God.
I didn't even know where I was going. Holy shit.
Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God, and He has prepared the way.
And what is this weird graphic thing? Like, where do we go now? Do we go maybe over here? Okay.
Ibn Kirtaiba, the typhoon struggle comes.
Cool.
Why were we created? To survive Kralizig, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic Al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa.
Nice. Seventh trial done. Sweet. Right. Next one is back there. Find our way out of this place. Ah, there we go.
I see someone!
Okay, we're gonna find our way out now. I've never been down this end. But there's a way out. Cool, there's a way out either end. Cool. Come on, why can't I go over that, man? Rude. Drive over that ornithopter, why not? Got a base up the mountain. Right, we're going to work out. This is probably a good place here to ditch and actually. That's Pinnacle Station there, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Still got a bit of a way to go. There we go. Here. Hey, look at that place. See again, it didn't lock on, but it used the ability. Maybe it's just because I'm clicking the jump too quickly. This could be bad. Or maybe not. There's the purple thing. Interesting. Alright, let's have a drink. Cool. Cool.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin?
Nilotic Alru.
We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way.
Oh, that's the one we just did. Poratrin.
On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali?
Seleucus
We
Secundus.
remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali?
Beletitude.
The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina. So many planets across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all.
It's not Arrakis, it's one of these two, because I remember hearing these in the other ones.
A
Third
long
Rod.
journey, young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves.
Harmontep, because that was the other one we've already done, Rossak.
The time of Mihna has ended. Young Wali, pass within and seek your Ummah.
Okay.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here? The Fremen are long gone. Their siege is abandoned. Only their ghosts remain to haunt these halls. That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other. I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Masquerade trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Ari. I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account, and I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive.
Okay.
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their craft. I see the work of a socially and materially advanced people. A people with the innate practicality and good sense to worship a local and very available god. That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator.
Oh, I thought I saw the glint of a box, but it wasn't.
Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? They're some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east. But if they've found this place, they'll be coming. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment. Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Okay. Go this way first.
Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy. I believe the siege power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of these doors also led to exterior passages where the water keepers would have maintained external dew collectors and wind traps. An extensive and lossless pipe system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the siege. However, all water would eventually be
Okay. So the only door we haven't tried then. Good talk. Oh. about these other ones?
Strange to think these corridors once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude. Mothers, fathers, and children. And now, only silence. The silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years. The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Okay, so...
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
Bind
Secondly,
the dunes.
create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally,
bind.
Introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
What's dunes? Dunes. Bind the dunes. Using grass. What's grass? Grass. Ah, there we go.
Very good.
Okay.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face.
Plantings, shelter,
introduce burrowing
downwind
animals
face.
to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
What was it?
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Shelter is that one. Ah. And then downwind face. Got a piece of that one. Downwind, right, okay.
Brilliant work.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Burrowing animals. Okay, so maybe it's just animal. To aerate, what's aerate? Right, so aerate is that one. Which is what we've got, and then soil. What's soil? Dune, downwind, fire. Soil. Does it mean sand? Maybe it means sand.
Congratulations. You
Cool.
share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Good work. This must be the way.
I will take the loot. Cool.
Now we come to the private living areas of the Siege proper. In a Siege community, the leader was known as the Naib, and the various Naibs were often jealous of each other and liked to measure their relative influence by the number of hearths they commanded within their Siege. See, that's the Masquerade. I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force. We'd better hurry up and be done with our business here. This must be the Cavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Siege community. It's here that Siege dwellers would gather to hear a traveling crier regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today.
Okay.
Death still. The place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay. Whatever lies beyond here, I believe your blood is the key.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
You can't. You're rotating. No, you can't. Oh, rubbish. What about this middle ring then?
Weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Very good.
Okay. That's a lot of blood.
Greetings, and Sabakul. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Siege Talab in the same condition you'll find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communanet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
Okay.
Tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine...
Who are you, really? This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin.
That's not good.
We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this, and I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
Okay.
the Moss correct? Could you try to draw them off? I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You will pay for your desecration in blood! After them! Do not let them escape!
Whoa! What the hell? What is going on with the lag? Why am I...
Bless this weapon!
See the blasphemer!
Identify yourself. Die!
Holy crap. Still suit tubing. Well, it was definitely worth using our spicy stuff. Is that everybody? I think that was everybody. Cool. Huh. Okay, so where now? Okay, don't know where to go. Lost. Is it down? That would be no. I thought it was this way, but... The way it glows looks like this is the way, but... We colorate out? Is that how we do it? Nope, that's not what I want. No, it's not that way. Well, this sucks ass. Ah, haha, exit siege. Fucking hell. Go through the open door. Hello. Cool. Right, backpack is full. Okay, we're here. We got full backpacks, I think. We should head back. Yep. So if we come down to here, come across, and then we can work on getting back. Excelente. Well, that was cool. We've now done all of the footsteps of the Fremen. Oh, we got spice withdrawal. Taking them drugs. This is where we're going. Cool. And here we go. Oh, where are we going? I want to spend as little time as possible anywhere near the PvP area, so... And there we go. Holy moly. We're on our way home. Always close. Okay. Made it. Glad I go with the booster.
Are you there? I've been trying to reach you for a while. I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the Mnemic film anywhere. And that is unusual, given the resources I have access to. It's as if they've been deliberately removed from the face of Arrakis. I'll keep looking, but I wanted to let you know. Keep your eyes open. Maybe one of the towns has a black market trader who kept one in stock. I'll be in contact.
Okay. And fill my Lita John up. Oh, that's on before. There we go. Right, we got aluminium we can make. We can make 1 aluminium. We can make 79 steel. So let's do that. Okay. That's new. Right, so we need to melt those. I wonder why I have so few light arts. There we go. Right. Melt. Carbide scraps. Okay. Right, I also am going to make a change, which is we're going away from the Penashield roof and we're going to go with a full roof to save us on power. Okay, we want to go to here. Roof. It looks cool, but it uses a crap ton of power to do it that way. Later on, when we've got like all the different tech, but right now we're just going to have 2 pentashields, 1 in and 1 out. Right, so that should save us a ton of power. So we check our power stuff. Yeah, we're down to 556 of 750, which is very nice. What I need, though, is I need to make one more of these. If we can, that is. Cool. And then we can take all of that out and demolish. Get rid of the fuel and the scraps. The good thing about taking the fuel out is it's going to give us fuel that we need to make the lubricant. So storage, take. Cool. That's done. Excellent. Excellent. Right. That is one. Okay. So what we should be able to make a Fremen Death Still takes 200 power. We need silicon block. Do we not have any silicon block? We don't. We can make tons of cobalt paste, that's not a problem. We need flour sand. And then plus, how much power do we have now? So 200 would actually be more power than we have. Holy crap, just for a death still. One death still's 200. Eesh. So I need another one of these. Manage. Deposit. Okay, so that now gives us 900. So 200 would take us to 756, but we can only get one Fremen Death Still. Okay. Now, the other thing that we should have got... Still 10 also needs silicon block. Okay, so I want to get a still 10 as well. Right. So I need to get rid of a lot of stuff in my bags. So let's try and get rid of the blood bags. The Elite Johns and the med kits. Right, I just need to find my... There we go. Oh, and do we have a bike inventory? It's a Mark II inventory, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right. That's not what I'm looking for. Right. Welder instead of the cutter ray. I want to detach the booster. Okay. Cool. Man, I need some more storage. Booster. And now let's put the compactor in here. Just go get some silicon block. Well, some flour sand to make silicon block. Now, yesterday we saw a patch of flour sand that wasn't in the desert, so that we could farm it without disturbing the worm. That was after the Coriolis storm, so I'm hoping it's still there. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Right, I need to go get some shade because I will cook out here. Is the only problem doing this during the day. I could have just got on the bike. Of course, I keep forgetting the bike is weird in that you get on it and it takes away the heat thing. That's so weird. Okay. The hell? Telling you, we're gonna have flour sand for days when I'm finished. also have skills. Compaction, we've already maxed that out. Okay. Maxed. So now let's just fill our bag and we are good. What? And we're full. Wicked. Do we have any flower sand? So we've got this big penta shield thing here, and I'm wondering if actually we could save power as well by cutting that down, because we don't need it that big, right? So if I went demolish and then we went build favorites, and then we went no, crap. It's supposed to go. No, hang on. This was supposed to go here. Like so, which is more than enough for the buggy, I think, to get in and out. Yeah, more than enough. Cool. Right. Flower sand. Silicon block. Let's craft. Okay, what do we reckon? 100? Like so. No. Sandbike. There's 1,000. I want to put that back on. What do I want? Oh, that's the Mark III booster. Right. Don't need anything from there. I need some extra ammo. My Lita John medkits. Some gold. Blood bags. Blood bags. Lita Johns. Okay, so then the only thing I have to do is swap. Actually, swap that over. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I need to change the bike inventory for Indy and also pick that up. Cool. Right. There we go. Took away my Solari. Cobalt paste. And medkits. So these blood bags, man, they take up so much space. Right, what do we need to make? So we can get a still tent now. So let's craft one of those. Large blood bag. Insulated fabric. I've still not seen that. That's what I really want, is a large blood bag. That's also, so that's all insulated fabric. And that's an industrial pump. So all of that we can't do yet. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. So we need to make steel ingots. Right, so we need iron. We need to go and do an iron run. Understood. And how many do we need? How many was it? We need to make sure we've got 60 steel. water is not the best. Right. I'm hoping that when we get this Fremen Death Still, that it will. Actually, there's none. There's none, is there? It's this way. That will significantly help out with the water, and I want to get some of those wind traps up as well. Oh, water, water, water. Grey Mauser, how you doing? Spirits in a beige world. Well, hey, it's going not too bad. We've got our buggy, we've got helipad Bill ready for our ornithopter. We've completed all of the Fremen trials now, so we've done all of them. So we've got ourselves a still tent, and we've got a thumper to distract the worm. So we've picked up some good stuff. Definitely. Our biggest challenge now is one, getting our water situation done, and then finding a good way of farming aluminium and stuff. So it looks like I'm going to have to go and build myself an outpost base in a higher level area, because I'm not ready to like make a big base in a high level area, but I need a place to get aluminium so I can upgrade my gear and then get the ornithopter. That's the plan. You're going for a mad world. I know it. Police. Tears for fears, my friend. Need to remember that running with your cutter ray out slows you down. So there's our base currently. There it is, with another layer on for our helipad. Oh, what I didn't change was the management on this. Use. Yeah. There we go. Cool. Right. It's going to give us 69. So that's going to be cooking away. How much do I need for the wind trap? Is the next question. So 2 wind traps would be 150. So we could afford that with the death still. And that's 90 steel ingots. We've got the calibrated servox. We've got the silicon blocks. It's the steel ingots. Holy moly. Trying to get Iron Man. Iron Man. Yeah. Right, we've done all the iron right here, but I know where there is some more. Right, what is that? Sandbike Booster Mark III. What is on here then? That's a Sandbike Booster Mark III. What's on the back of my buggy? Sandbike Booster Mark III. Apparently we've got another Sandbike Booster. I don't know how, but we do. Bosh. you away, and you away. Alright, cut array back. Meanwhile, living on the ceiling has drawn an Antarctic blast. Oh dear. How's your time in RimWorld going? And have you kept up with any of the World of Tanks news? These tools things need really sorting out. What have they thrown up? Well, no, just, you know, the latest assembly shop was the tank that's come out of it. It's pretty strong. Reverse auto loading British heavy. Go figure. Drama still surrounding the whole Ayujin being kicked out of the CC program. Skill significantly losing fan base because of his response, which didn't help him. That was definitely a case of best thing is not to say anything. So the usual. The usual. Yeah, plenty of power creep. Yeah. They seem to be hanging their hopes on this September update. But nobody seems to know what's in it, and the best guess so far on the September update is tier 11. It's like, oh, whoopie-doo. They've got to pay for a host of games they've made which have flopped. I don't know what they thought they were going to do with the mech game they did. Like, I mean, what is that? They'd have been better off taking the Mech Warrior IP from Piranha Games and basically doing a World of Tanks with Mech Warrior. It would have worked out 10 million times better than the garbage they've designed, and they got to now pay for it all. Right. More iron. More steel. Well, we're making our steel now. So the iron's in. Alright, let's see if we can go do some more iron then. How are we doing on this? Yeesh. Not ideal. Need to get that death still up. Right, let's see if we can get a bit more iron. That is the one thing with this game though, like, it is clearly designed as a multiplayer, so if you are playing solo, be ready for quite a resource grind. Which is fine, as long as you know that's what's coming, right? Real-time Battletech would have got you, but back to the old... I mean, Mech Commander was a flipping amazing game. Man, the whole Mech Commander gold pack, I had it all. Mech Commander was flipping amazing. I was just hoping that, like, there would be a Mech Warrior online too, you know. I'd have been happy with that. Okay, we're cooking. These are the wind traps, look. It's got 4 of them. Interesting base. A lot of unused space. +1, -1 matchmaker. I agree. I definitely think that's coming. To be honest, though, I don't think they will win anyone back with that, because that really only matters for newer players, and most newer players, they're not playing because of ridiculously overpowered premium tanks. So until they get rid of, or until they rebalance, like, who wants to play in tier 4, 5, and 6 with LEFH? You know, E25s. You know, there's a whole ton of, in the early game especially as well, like very, very OP premium tanks. I mean, the matchmaker right now is just premium tanks. It's just Barasks and ELCs and Skoda T56 and BZ1. You know, it's just same tanks all the time because they're broken. And until Wargaming find the balls to do something about it, no one's going to come back. You know, if Wargaming committed to actually trying to balance all the tanks, including the premium tanks, I would actually consider going back to playing the game. But I know they will never do the premium tanks, so I don't have to worry about it. I can say it without any worry of having to go back to the game. But for me, the overpowered premiums are just game breaking. You know, if you play a light tank in tier 8 and you're up against an ELC, you can forget it. Like, it's pointless. You know, those you know, the wheeled scouts, it's just ridiculous. Their turning rate is, it's not their speed, it's not even the stupid hitting the wheel thing, it's the turning rate. So they will never change those things. Never, 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 never. Okay, now we're out of carbon. Holy crap. We are struggling on resources, man. Where did I put that inventory thing? Because we need to go and fill it up. Man, once I'm trying to get this death still up. Once we get this death still, I'm really hoping that's going to help us with our water problems and get the death still up and then get these wind traps up. Right. Oh, Spider-Manning up my own wall. Right, let's put that away. Right. fact, let's empty our... because this takes up an awful lot of weight. Med pack we can leave. We'll get rid of a couple of the... that's as far as I can go. Ha! In fact, I think we need another one. Get rid of that too. Alright, let's go get some carbon. Let's get some carbon. Was it me suggesting they're running it into the ground before the launch of What 2? No, that wasn't me. I don't think there's... Well, I mean, there could be a World of Tanks 2. I'm not convinced there is, because I think if there was going to be a World of Tanks 2, I don't see how they would have the development team for it, given the amount of games they've been making that have been away from tanks. They haven't just done Steel Hunters, they've done a few games, all of which have been flops. So I don't think they're going to be a What 2, because I think they're worried they would lose a vast amount of the player base, because who wants to have spent all the money and all the time on the tanks to start again? So I think they're just paying for the flops they've had. The worms there. I think they're paying for the flops they've had. I just don't see where they've got the development time and everything for it. And, you know, they would, if they were going to do a What 2, they'd have to do a Path of Exile, right? They would have to maintain World of Tanks 1 and World of Tanks 2, because, like, can you imagine how little goodwill they would have if they were selling people premium tanks and then shutting the game down? So, I mean, anything's possible with wargaming, right? Because I don't trust them. But this is the other thing, right? They've lost so much goodwill with the community that the reason a lot of people still play World of Tanks is because they feel like they've got such a commitment into it. But I think a lot of people just wouldn't play the game because it's made by Wargame. You know, I really wonder, like, how things are going to turn out. I really do. But I would say Wargaming are probably the most hated, one of the most hated dev companies out there right now, which is a pretty bad place to be. They care, of course. Okay. Let's empty that. Let's get some more. The thing is, though, they kind of a few years ago they did a mind trick with people, because the actual European numbers were dropping off massively, and when they closed the Russian server and they allowed like a ton of people on the European server, you actually look at the numbers, there was a lot of people that came in from the Russian server. And it's not been, if you look at the numbers on the European server are kind of like where they used to be, but that was without all the influx of all of the people from the Russian server before. So they've kind of pulled the wool over people's eyes, because the numbers would be massively down if they didn't bring tons of people in from the Russian server, and Eastern Europe and the Russian server does make a significant quantity of the players in the game now, which is why if you look at how many people in chat these days write in Cyrillic using the Cyrillic alphabet, then you can definitely see. Man, look at this dude. No. Did he leave his base unpowered or something? I think he left his base unpowered or something, because all his pentashields are down. His ornithopter is absolutely ruined. Yeah, look, all his power's offline, everything. No access. Huh. I want to salvage it. I want to salvage it. Yeah, he's got pentashields for days up here as well. Like, how many pentashields do you need? Jeez, you need to be having tons of power for that. Might have been a coincidence they stopped in-game chat across teams. Now, that was ages ago, though, right? That was ages ago they stopped that, wasn't it? That was well before the Russian thing. I mean, to be honest, it made sense. I mean, what type of competitive or reasonably competitive shooting game in that way allows chat across the enemy team? I mean, you're asking for trouble. With modern gaming and the way people are, that's just asking for trouble. Pretty sure that a chat across teams was ages ago, yeah. Because wasn't that a similar time when they stopped friendly fire? have a lot of carbon. Which is good. I don't want to make these runs too often. In reality, I could have brought the buggy, right? I just didn't need that much carbon right now, but especially given that we're trying to move on to aluminum. Right, full. So the bike is full. Need to fill my my backpack, and we are good. There we go. I knew there was another one around here somewhere. Sure there was. What? Maybe there wasn't. Rubbish. Maybe it was down here, no? Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's two. Cool. Get this last bit of carbon over here, and we will be flying back, making that steel, getting ourselves a Fremen death still, and then getting some wind traps. That's the goal. Get a death still, some wind traps, and then we need to start going out and farming some aluminum. This is where I think I'm going to set up a outpost up in the aluminum area, western eastern shield region. See what we've got up there. Do a run with the buggy. Make sure the marker's on this side, otherwise we'll be in the sand. Yeah, look at this guy. This guy's base, man, completely trashed. Ornithopter trashed. Gotta fuel that base. Go. boost up. What the hell? I'm on rocky ground, man. That was crazy. I thought I was going to get ate by the worm then. Jesus, I thought I was done for. We're low fuel, we're parched. Beep. Right, we made it. We made it. Let's have a drink. Right, let's make some steam. Right, we're going to have to go do a water run, and I want to change out this. Put that away. No, sandbike. Right, blood bags. And blood bags, coin, compactor, medkits, ammo, 2 leader John. Right, that's 1 leader John. Oh, I need fuel for the sandbike. And I need a job. Okay. Okay. In fact, I don't need all the leader johns. Let's put that back. Let's refuel. Okay, and the other thing I need to do is put the booster on. There we go. Cool. That's done. Right, can we finally make a Fremen death still? That's the question. Yes, we can. Right, so we need to put corpses in. Okay. We'll have to see how that's going to pan out. And then the other thing I want to do is, can we can do the wind trap too. Huh. actually. This way. Okay. There we go. That should be all locked up tight again. And then manage and wait, open. Okay. Manage. It takes fuel. Huh. Filters. Okay. Makeshift filter. Plant fiber, steel ingots, and water. Standard filter requires aluminum. Right, okay, so it's definitely going to be this one. So we can make 18 of those. See how long 18 lasts. Let's go see if we can make any more steel. No, we're out of iron. Let's just take 5 and then 5. Let's see what that does. Alright, deposit. Deposit. Is that it? You can only run it for 18 hours. Okay. So I want another one of these, and we need... Right, silicon blocks not a problem, but we need another 90 steel. Okay. Silicon blocks easy enough. Alright. I can't believe you can only keep it running for 18 hours. But a standard filter runs it for 8 hours. Okay. Means you got to come on every day and do it, basically. It doesn't run for the full 24 hours that you're out. Kind of sucks. Kinda sucks, not gonna lie. And let's get rid of that. Oh, I need to get rid of a fuel cell as well. Let's get rid of that. Right. Let's go check out this death still thing. So we should find a bunch of dudes up this way. Right, first things first, let's get in the shelter. Wow. No shade there. There we go.
I need help!
F, pick up body. Okay. What? Oh shit. Okay, those bodies are heavy as shit, so you can pick up like one. You need 75 volume. I've got a ton of granite, so let's get rid of that. Wow, that takes nearly everything. This better be good. In fact, maybe the best way would be to bring the buggy at the base of the thing, and then you could just drop them off in the buggy. Yeah. That's a good idea. Processing time 1 hour. Alright, this is my plan, is I'm going to go and get bodies and I'm going to bring them back to my buggy. Oh, come on, you monkey. I can't get up here. There we go.
Huh?
Someone here.
I don't want the loot, actually, I just want the body. Corpse. Who's saying all that?
It's time to
Oh,
die.
it's here.
Where's my backup?
Pick up the body. Corpse deposited.
need reinforcements. Identify it.
I don't want to kill them because I don't want their bodies to despawn. Unless we can bait them all out here. Corpse deposited. Need to kill like one at a time. Oh, there's one. This is definitely the way to do it, though, is to have the buggy here, because those corpses, they take up a lot of space, right? How are we doing? Inventory. See, we're not even... We barely touched the buggy. We'll run out of slots before we run out of inventory space, because we've got the inventory module on the buggy. Oh, there's one.
Eyes on hostile.
Go away.
Enemy found.
Okay.
Shields up.
You're gonna be a pain in the ass. Bosh. Follow me down here, and I can kill you all next to the buggy. I'm literally farming corpses at the moment. What the shit? Oh, why are you dead? I don't know why you're dead, but I'll take your body. Another corpse done. How are we doing now? Yeah, look at that. Okay, we got 7 corpses so far. Got a full-on funeral service running for these dudes.
Identify yourself.
And then after this, we're going to go to a testing station and get more blood. See if we can find more people. Oh, there's someone. Where are you? Where were you?
Reveal yourself.
Where are you? Ah, you're there. Take the body. Take the water. Right, any more bodies to get? Or did we kill everybody? I think we killed everybody. Cool. we're here. Why not mine? Right. So that does that. Can we... Okay, let's... can we choose the... No, you can't choose the inventory. So if I take a corpse out... Right, can we just put one in at a time? No, you can't. Huh. Interesting. Ah, but what I can do is buggy to here. Bosh. Whoa. You see how much space that those corpses take up? Every one of those is an hour, right? So... to see how this pans out, whether this is actually going to help or not. Because this is exsanguination, but I don't know, like, what's it actually going to mean? Right. 42 iron. And we needed... How much was it? It was 90, was it? Research. Yeah, 90. Did we not make the silicon blocks? I thought we did make silicon blocks. Maybe we didn't. So silicon block make 32. Cobalt paste. Wow, we can make a lot of cobalt paste, but that's not a problem for us right now. Okay. Okay. So what do I want to do now? I think I want to go to an Imperial testing station, fill blood bags so that we can get these filling up as well. I think that's what we're going to do. Right, and we got skills as well, so what can we do? Vehicle repair, power regen, max power, dew gathering. Right, okay. Rifle damage is done. Pistol damage, don't need. Range damage when shooting them in the back, 10%. That's not bad. That's not bad. Scattergun. Underslung. We go level 2 explosive grenade, I guess. Or ability cooldowns. That's a technique, though. Let's go with the vehicle repair. And let's go with max power. Alright, and then on this, oh, we can get the advanced Fremen death still. Look at that. We can't get it yet, but we can unlock it at least. Nice. So that's everything done to duraluminum there. Everything done to duraluminum on the construction. That's iodine pill. Okay, let's have this one. And that one. And then it's vehicles, right? So, do you know what? Let's go here. So, scout. Actually, no. Disruptor. Spit dart. Karpov. Rapier. Because those are the weapons I tend to use. And then there should be a drill shot. There's a drill shot. Oh, we can't get the drill shot. That's fine. Okay, cool. Cool. Right. All we're going to do is a nice, easy, quick run through of this testing station. It's got a lot of bodies. It's fairly close by. And it'll help get us some blood. I do have my blood extractor. It's pretty good on health. These are not so much, but that's fine. But basically now, any time that we go back to our base after an hour, we can put a new corpse in. So getting a bunch of corpses just to sit in base, I'm hoping this is going to be massive for the getting water, because we're really struggling with water. I'm sorry, what? You're begging me to take your blood? Okay, won't say no. Cool. Excellent. Okay, here we are. Ready for a quick blood farm. Take it. in here. There's good amounts of iron. And I'll ditch everything for that extra iron. Did I blood that him? Yeah, I did. Whoever's running through here is not getting blood, which is fine by me. No bodies here though. Pick up the bracelet. Let's take that. This is great. This is free blood. Sweet. Triple shot. There's a bar in the way of him. It won't let me. Oh, there we go. Man, 1 minute we're farming corpses and then we're farming blood. What game is this? Like we're in a horror movie. Come on, where's that poison? There we go. There's the machine. That's just flower sand that's left. Flower sand's something we've got an absolute metric ton of. So, but we will get rid of this stuff because we've got loads of that. Let's get rid of the flower sand. Let's get rid of the copper. The complex machinery I'll take, and the silicon block I'll take, but I don't need the flower sand. got a lot of it.
Who are you?
I'm here for the blood.
Target
In the way we're going, this should fill up all our blood bags quite easily. Such a good blood farming location, this. I mean, how are we doing? Yeah, we're on our last bag. That's 5 full medium bags. Plus all the iron that's here as well, though I think we're not quite full. Now we're full. Don't need that. Don't need that, but yeah, I mean, we're pretty much now. That's it. Yeah, we're full. Now it's just blood to finish it off. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I hate when it does that. Sweet. Oh, we're full. Yeah, man. Take the money. Let's get out of here. Let's take some water. The van to get out. Oh, another one. Where'd you come from? Ah. Right, okay, let's try again. Come on. Sweet. See, there's like more iron here. It's like it's great for iron, great for blood, and you get this at the end. I don't know how many of those we've got now, but the loot is good, the blood is good, the ore is good. Nothing. That's like this is like just such a great farming place. guess this way. There we go.
Welcome, visitor, to Imperial Desert Testing.
Sweet.
Who's there?
Where are you?
Identify yourself.
Home James. Oh. Yeah, meant to do that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, deposit. Look at that. Nearly filled them both up. Now we'll be getting some water in. I still don't understand how this is going to work, but anyway. Right. We needed 90, so this should give us the 90 that we need to make another one of those things. But I don't understand, it keeps flashing storage is full, storage is full. What does that mean? Alright, that's the filters. Okay, that's why it's... Right. How do I see how much water is? Well, I'm not sure like how much water this thing is Maybe I can see it on here. Water gather rate 0.75. What is that? 0.75 per second or whatever. 500 water capacity. I think I'm going to need some more water storage as well. Yeah, another one of these. What do we need for another one of those? Is the question. Oh, that's dura-aluminium. Right, steel, 60. Another 60. I need 90 for the thing, and I need another 60 for this. But definitely worthwhile getting. Okay. I want to do the thing first. Let's empty our bags. What have we got? Complex machinery or silicon blocks? No. Yes. Silicon blocks anywhere? No. So we'll ditch that in here, that in there, and we need to go and clean that one. Okay, journeys. So this is all done. Assassin's Handbook, Black Market Tech. We've got that one, that's Harko Village. Contribute to the war effort, complete contracts with your sponsor. So we're not going to do that yet. Discover shield. Okay, so we're not there yet. Choosing a side. Okay. Right, so we're still here. Bigger hall. Oh, we still got this bloody buggy tread thing because it bugged. That's rubbish. Oh, that's our shark. Okay. Haga Rift. Fabricate a thumper and call a sandworm. Fabricate a steel tent. Place a steel tent. Enter the steel tent. We can do that one. Interact with a medium water system. Okay. Right, that's how do we do this? Do we just put this on the bar like this? Yeah, okay. 6. And out. And pick up. And there we go. Cool. Level 99. We've got some more research. Okay, so that's done. Let's finish this off. So, yeah, Mark 5 shield. Actually, no, let's do this one. And the Mark 5 shield. Cool. So that's done. So that's the journey stuff, right? The contracts. Planetologist. Okay, so that's in. We're in the middle of that one. Atreides, deep extraction. Okay. Finding Shemo. That's testing station. Hagar Rift, okay. Takwa's Watch, okay. Find a way into the wreck of the palace. Search the wreck of the palace. Huh. That could be a good one to do, actually, because that's the palace, search it, and then Imperial Testing Station 76, then report back to Arno. Oh, okay. Deliver a Mark 6 cut array. Okay. So, Swordmaster Basics. We could get that one done. But first, let's go and do... Let's go to Harco Village, I think. Because if we got... Which one's into... is that number 70? No, that's 197. Where's 76? That's number 13. That's the palace. Where's 76? That one. Oh, that's that. We can do that one. That's easy enough to do as well. Okay. Yeah. Let's fly to Harco Village and do that one quickly. How's that? Let's build our. Hang on. Was that steel? No, that's iron. Right. We need to do the steel now. Like so. Struggling. Right, let's go to Harco Village while that's cooking. Oh, do I have... I do have stuff. Okay, let's do that quickly. We got gold to go to Harco Village. Let's go. Okay. Alright.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
Yeah, take
Music
me to
to my ear.
Harco
Oh, the
Village.
Harkonnen. Well, alright.
the Santaras bat!
Vujki od Prejkai Vaj do. You are not the lion, but that is his beast.
Okay.
Let's make this quick. I have a transport due any time now. Demo, Azat, and whoever you are, get out. And you. I don't know you. And that's a problem because it's my job to know everyone around here. Even the degenerate smuggler I declined to name as Mara Effendi. Of course I know that rogue. It's my job to know, and I'm good at my job. But then you come along to make me look bad in front of my superior. You were sighted fleeing the scene of a terrible crash. A prison transport, as I understand it, carrying work crews bound for Neo-Carthag. But here's the strange thing. We recovered the crew and passenger manifests. And what do you think we found? All hands were accounted for. 87 names, 87 bodies. Which brings us back to our central mystery. You. Who are you? How did you come to be on that shuttle? But most importantly, how are you known to the Fremen outlaw Zantara?
Avdo Prejtkiva.
The Sardaukar say he helped you, and only you.
Spado Has.
It's a shame we've not the time to dig deeper. I'm sure you would have much to share given the proper incentive. But alas, my expertise is required elsewhere. And while the Sardaukar are many things, jailers, they are not. So then, you may take your secrets to the grave. We will find and kill your Fremen confederate in any event.
No slight to you, Tors. I just thought that this interrogation might benefit from my visage. See, Sub-Prefect. Hypnoligation. This prisoner was deliberately layered with a compulsion, and my face is the trigger. Enough of this. So a mystery within a mystery. Who did this to our prisoner and why? And what does it have to do with Zantara the Lion? Bring them.
Fascinating. Your compulsion is designed to react only to the sight of my real face. This projection allows us to talk face to face, so to speak. I am Count Hazimir Fenring. I serve the Emperor as observer and confidant, and I keep his Sardaukar from getting too far off the leash. You've heard the expression, the spice must flow. I am the man who ensures that it continues to do so. So, having established who I am, we turn to you. An escaped prisoner, a survivor. But every person carries their past with them. Who are you? What is noteworthy is this sequence of events. A crashed prison transport. An escaped prisoner rescued by the outlaws Antara. Finally, an insidious form of compulsion that forces the subject to kill themselves rather than be subject to my presence. It's almost flattering. Do you remember who gave you this compulsion? Do you know how it came to be? As you will, then. And then Zantara rescues you from the wreckage of the ship. Why you? What is your association with him? Truth be told, I am less interested in the outlaw. The Sardaukar want his head, but my interests rarely align with those of the Imperial Legion. No, I am mostly interested in whoever did this to you, and whether there is a way we can help each other. Exactly. You have been a victim of nefarious circumstance, and yet it is clear that you are a singularly resourceful individual. A survivor. I can use someone like you. Someone who can survive in difficult situations. And in return, I promise you answers. Would you prefer to spend the rest of your days in a cell? Work for me. Meet my contact in Hanivar's bar, and you will have answers and freedom. That will let her know who you are. Be discreet. The ones who did this to you are powerful and subtle. I cannot protect you from their compulsion. We've spoken long enough. I will have the guards return your weapons and put you out in the street. I will keep my agent apprised of what I learn. I leave you with this. Do not waste sorrow over the aristocracy of misfortune. You have your life to live.
Okay. I've been waiting for you. Come now, off-worlder. That was a coincidence. Noctua was just so very happy to see you. The Sardaukar let you go. Either you told them something valuable enough to buy your freedom, or you've been working for them all along. Which is it? Work for him. Why? This compulsion. Fenring seems unusually interested in you. I warn you, off-worlder. He's a dangerous man. He's one of the best duelists in the Imperium, but he is the Emperor's right hand. A man who works from the shadows. Whoever gave you this compulsion must not want their secrets or knowledge of your mission to fall into his hands. Do nothing, off-worlder. Carry on exactly as Fenring has asked. He's almost certainly watching you. Your best hope is to do as he bids. Meet his contact. Carry out their assignments. Pay attention. Anything Fenring asks you to do will serve a double purpose. Plans within plans. I'll do what I always do, off-worlder. Make sure you don't get killed.
Right, where is it? It's in the... Okay.
A kitten wanders in from the dark, lost and afraid. Can I help you, kitten? I like to think that Fenring has good taste in his acquisitions. But you look like a problem to me. My family has a sense for these things. My father calls it his spice nose. Knowing when a job is going to go bad. And you're bad news. My father prefers that other people don't discuss his business. But my name is Alara Tuek. I'm here to hold your leash, kitten. Oh, not me, kitten. This is Fenring's show. He wants you to do a little wet work. Assassination. Straight from the handbook. Educational and thrilling. Strange that Fenring would send you then. After all, you look like you just came from the desert. Didn't you have to kill anybody to get here? That's cute, kitten. But I'm not here to help with your feelings. I'm here to give you assignments. Either we get on with it, or you leave. I have 2 names to whisper to you, kitten. The glutton and the paranoid. Which do you want to hear about? A new leader has risen amongst the slavers of the Haga Basin. We know almost nothing, except this. His appetite is voracious. The Assassin's Handbook teaches us of chaumas, poison in the food. Take this file. Find this leader and poison his food. Your way has been prepared. Our agent Petir hides among the slavers. Find Petir, and he will tell you what he knows. If you are caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenring. Do you accept, kitten? Then go, kitten. Show them your claws.
Okay. Space foot on my bag. A little bit, enough to pick up a little bit of aluminium. So I might head just quickly to the Pinnacle Outpost, pick up some aluminium just to bring it back. I mean, Kadir's shadow is, I mean, that's right where, that's near us. That's an easy one to get to.
Can I fly you somewhere today? Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big place. Let's try to avoid me.
Okay. Complete the first part of the story. That's only the first part? Holy shit. Let's check for contract. I don't think we've got any, but we'll check. Oh, okay. So the only thing I'm looking for here is a bit of aluminium, and then we'll head off. Last time I came here, there was like tons of it all around here. Now it's vanished. Okay, we do have a bike with us, however. Has someone been going around collecting all the aluminium? What's this place? Oh. Bad place to be. I didn't see it on the map. Granite. Carbon, copper. What the hell? Where are we? Oh, that's why we're seeing all that. We need to go back this way. We went the wrong way. That's why we're seeing the carbon. Muppetry. Went the wrong way. I wondered why I weren't seeing any. I'm like, holy crap. Let's go. Actually, can we go round? Yeah. There's aluminium. I need one more and I'll be bloody full. Oh, okay, I don't want to go down there. Let me in there with the bike. Rubbish. It's rubbish, it won't let you do a drive-through. be. If I can actually climb. There's aluminium. You know, even if we can just pick up a few bits of aluminium to get like the next cut array, for example. Actually, we can't do that because of the thing, but we can actually get gear maybe. There we go. There we go. Cool.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
You
Music to my ears. The basin is a pretty big. I never miss the. Let's move before a storm rolls in.
Okay. Okay, that's 21 aluminum. Okay, that jumped quite a bit. I wonder if it was because of that. Interesting. Let's get another one of these things up. Okay, manage. Okay. Right. That's duraluminum. Right, Dune Man. So we've got the head. Jacket, the jacket needs 19. No, we need 15, right? We need 15 more. 15 more. The weapons we can't get, right? Because we need these heavy caliber compressors, which we don't have. But in terms of Ornithopter, yes, it's diamondine dust. Carbide scraps. I wonder if I can buy that from Arrakis. Still need tons of aluminum though. How much aluminum do we need? 45, 90. So it's 90 plus, what's that, 50, 80, so 170. 205. I'm guessing we need like 4 of those maybe. 36, so 235, 241. You need like 300 aluminum ingots. The only way we're going to do that is if we did a buggy run. I think we're going to leave that for tomorrow, where we actually just drive the buggy up there and we just fill it. Alright, well with the steel then, 25. So we got the carbide, so I might go out and get some more iron. I mean, you might say it's better to get the buggy, but it's not, because I can't get the buggy over the back there, where those bits are. That's the problem. Can't get the buggy around here. Okay. I think what I need to plan for tomorrow is we're going to do a full buggy run up into the aluminum area, because we can drive the buggy across here, across there, and if we follow this all the way round, there's actually a pathway up here that we could get the buggy to Pinnacle Station and go all around here and basically just fill it up, take some litre johns with us with water, some batteries and some wire to repair. We could do a whole expedition up there, fill that buggy up and come back. That's probably going to give me pretty close, I would say, to the amount of
Sector weather alert.
Aluminum.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
cooking. So when that cooks, that will be enough. We've got that cooking. We've got this thing working. And what do we need to make these? It's just plant fiber and steel. So
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay, I think we're in good shape. I think we're getting our water sorted. I think it's really now before because I want to do like all the contracts. I want to fly. I want to go and do a lot of these areas, pick up micro sandwich fiber, and come up and do a lot of this stuff here as well. All these contracts, intel places. But I really want the Ornithopter to do it. So I think the only way we're going to do that is to load the buggy up and do an expedition out here in the buggy, come up this way, or however we get up there, and yeah, and then head all around here, just basically farming up aluminium. And I think that'll be at least one, maybe two of those runs will be needed to do the
Sector weather
Ornithopter.
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay, so other than that, yeah, 25. That done. There we go. That's cooking. And there we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this evening. Thanks all for watching. It's been productive. We've got lots done. We've completed all the Fremen quest line. We've completed the whole first part of the story. We're in the second part of the story. We have got the Fremen Death Still. We've unlocked the Still Tent. We've built a Death Still. We've got extra power now. We've got 2 of the water generators, and I think we're now starting to get on top of the water. We've got a plan of corpses, so they seem to massively help with water. So even though look how much we burnt down, we've still got 40,000 here. And we're going to have even more than that by the time it's all finished, and we get another water storage thing. I think we're going to be sorted with the water. So yeah, I think we're all ready for tomorrow. Big expedition in the buggy. Hopefully we don't get eaten by the worm, and let's get all that aluminium and see if we can finally get ourselves an Ornithopter. You've been watching The Ghost Owl. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon. Grey Mouser, thanks for being with us. Thanks for lurking as always, and I will see you soon as well. In fact, I'll see you tomorrow night is when I'm going to be streaming next. Tomorrow night as scheduled. Have a good evening.